and gentlemen, Hafa Adai, welcome to another one of my Tuesday Talks scheduled live stream. In case you didn't see the thumbnail that I created for this stream, the topic for today is what's your favorite gig app, whether you be a driver or a customer. Make sure I can see my, okay. I don't know why it automatically goes to um, live. Make sure I can see my. Okay. But if you are here, if you are watching, if you are currently not subscribed to my channel, I do have it set for subscribers only, but only for 5 minutes. And that's because I do have, as a lot of gig tubers have when they go live, issues with people just popping in and um, doing what they do and then they leave. So that, for the subscribers only, that's the only reason why I do that. Hey, Sheila, welcome. Let's see, who was here first? Did you say? Yes, Sheila, number one. Becca, if you're still here, came in second. Red, you're here. Welcome. Welcome. I will try not to dwell too much, as I said, with the topic of the channel. It for at least for today, to get conversations going. It is um hey Presley, welcome. Thank you for joining. It is, what is your favorite gig app, whether you be a driver or even just a customer? Because for me personally, I think Uber Eats is the only thing I've ever used as a customer. Have I used DoorDash? Wait a minute. I think by default, we use DoorDash when we've ordered for Papa John's because, let me see. I told you it would show up. And you did, and I thank you for that, Red. Hey, Becca. But as I was saying, I've used DoorDash only because it was by default, because that's what Papa John's uses as part of their delivery, on top of their delivery drivers. So, but what I've actually signed up for was to use Uber Eats, and I use that. I think even before when I did have a full-time W-2 job, I used Uber Eats to deliver to work for my lunch. Let's see. Oh, as a customer, yeah, I don't use the. Where if she says she's going to do something, then she will follow through with it. That is awesome. Right. Uh-oh. No. Remember, positive. Let's be nice. Even if it's a friendly slap. But if you are just now joining my live, welcome. If you're already subscribed to my channel, you should already be able to start making, doing comments. But as you'll see, I do have a subscribers only, but it's only for 5 minutes. As a lot of the viewers that are already watching, they are aware that there's issues of unwanted visitors. Let's see. I know, right, Nieces? I thought it was too. I mean, I love listening to the rain. I mean, even a little bit of thunder, as long as it's distant thunder. But listening to the rain, especially whether it's a light rain or a heavy downpour, it's like one of those times where you just want to get a cup of coffee and go sit outside and just listen to it. Oh, do have subscriber only with all the troll accounts out there. That would be interesting there, Becca. Okay, there you go. Let me get that started for you. There you go, Red. There we go. You're welcome. You're welcome. But can you believe that the rain video that I did, that it's already gotten a couple of, and not that it's had a lot of views already, but um, it's had a couple of thumbs down. So listening to the rain or even watching it it's not for everybody, I guess. But I wonder, I mean, especially for you guys that are watching and participating in the chat right now and doing your own live streams, and especially since I'm still trying to build my channel, does putting a subscribers only kind of hinder the views? And Red, that's what my husband said, because he likes to say, um, whatever short that I have, or even what video I put out, if it's something that's not nice, you know, it would be difficult for them to hit the thumbs up when they agree that it's something that it deserves a thumbs down. I don't like to listen to rain, but I appreciate a good short. You just skip out of it. But I mean, but I definitely understand, from his point of view. I I can't remember what videos exactly, but I was like, yeah, I mean, that definitely makes sense. But I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Do you think the putting um what did I just say? A subscribers only, if that puts a, a hindrance on how many views, this live stream will go out to. I thumbs down on things that are deliberately stupid to make people angry. Yeah, yeah, that makes definitely makes sense too. Okay. I was just curious about that. I wasn't sure because, it's always an awesome feeling when, you end your live stream, and I mean, it takes a minute to actually show, but when I go back to my computer and I take a look at it and it shows that, it's gotten over 1,000 views. And every time I see that, I'm like, what? Comment if they are not. Okay. Okay. All right. Now I feel better. But if you are just now joining, welcome to another Tuesday Talks. Even though it does have a topic that is, about gig work, and what your favorite app is, whether you're a driver or a customer, it is an open forum. So we pretty much will talk about anything and everything that, I can think of, as well as my viewers. Yeah, and that's surprising. And it makes me wonder, it's like I get more attention from my lives than I have from my videos here lately. I don't know. With the videos that I've been posting probably for the last 2, 3 weeks, I guess it just hasn't been getting on YouTube's algorithm, so it's not getting out there. Um, like some of my other videos prior to that, so I don't know. That's right. And that, like I said, that's the other reason why I put it on subscriber mode. It's just to help keep some of those unwanted comments and whatnot. But on top of doing this, I do have a special guest, and let me make sure. Let me see if they are ready. That's okay. There probably are a lot more, um, but they're just not chiming in. But as I was saying, thanks for being. Yes, thank you. My hubby's here. He's even though he's in the same room, he's also watching. Okay, so sitting outside now, listening to the rain. Is it downpouring where you're at, Sheila? Yes, and don't forget, I need my my yard trimmed, or what do you say? How is that? Edged. All right, my guest is here. So I'd like all right, to all my viewers that are here that are just now joining my Tuesday Talks live stream. This is my special guest of the night. I'd like to introduce my beautiful daughter, Lexi.
Hi.
Are you? Oh, are you picking up dinner, or is that someone's order?
No, this is an order.
So you're working at the moment.
Of course, we can triple task.
Hey,
I
Kevin,
got
welcome back. But Lexi is my eldest daughter who has been doing gig work.
hi, Coach Run. Hi, nieces.
I'll let you but to also let you know that she is the one that I challenged the Uber Eats battle with, that she accepted, and we've gotten round 1 done. And round 2 is going to be coming very soon, but it's going to be a dinner shift. But I'm going to go ahead and let my daughter Lexi introduce herself and tell everyone a little about her experience with gig work.
So I've multied up over the years as well. And I did last year as well too when we moved over here. But I'm currently just doing Ubering.
I only see your mouth.
Sorry, the sun's like directly in my face.
I love the shades. Are those actually shades?
They are, yeah. You're going left or right? You're going right.
She's out with her husband and kids in the background. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so we're Ubering right now, but that's what I currently love because I started Ubering in 2017, back in El Paso. And El Paso is it's a town, it's a city, so she's very large. And where we are now, when we moved here to Fort Hood a couple of years ago, it's a much smaller place. So going from point A to point B was so much quicker, and the amount that built up, it happened so much faster. So now I'm so much more motivated grinding out here. I can do it all day, all day.
So is that's right. Uber Eats is the only app that you're using right now, right?
Yes, but I've done. I also have Instacart, and there's so much talk on Spark. I want to try that so bad because I got told that once I do Spark, I'm not going to want to do Uber anymore.
So
But
Red just asked who won on round 1. I'll let you tell it.
it was moi. But
yes,
it was only it was by a hair.
yeah. She only beat me by just over $1. When right before we end, I mean, just after we ended the battle, she was on an order, and when I said okay, she won, and the battle ended. Right after that, she ended up getting an add-on, a $12 add-on. So she would, if we had kept the battle going, she would have really kicked my butt.
Oh, but she wouldn't let me count it. She said she ended the live already.
I was like, nope. I already said the battle is over. I already conceded, and you being the winner. So I was like, you don't have to keep rubbing it in. But
But
yeah,
yeah,
so that was the lunch shift. So
and I
that's
do
pretty
want to
interesting.
do one for dinner.
Yes, it's going to be a dinner shift for round two. Um, that was the other thing because you started in 2017. I keep forgetting that that's how far back you started it. I mean, especially before the whole um, in
COVID.
2020. Yeah, with the pandemic and everything. I know it's slowly building, I feel. I mean, did you notice a big change? Did it get better, or did you not get out there because of the kids?
So when doing Uber Eats, it leaves me capable of going out with the kids, and I have four. Um, I did Uber pregnant, and my middle kids are twins. So I went out there and I did it pregnant. I didn't do it during the pandemic. That's when I was pregnant with my last one. But I wish I had, because during the pandemic, that's when people stopped doing it the most. And they were pushing for drivers to get out there. And I mean, the incentives being insanely high. Um, I know whenever you got other people to join, it was like $1,000 um, amount that you got.
Hey, King.
Yeah, we do that.
Well,
I have her voice.
yeah, we do that a lot with the sounding alike. That at times, whenever we're answering the phone, they're like, "Wait a minute, who am I talking to again?" They have to make sure. Welcome to my live. Thank you for joining. I do have my eldest daughter on with me as my special guest for today. She's been doing gig work a lot longer than me. I started back in 22, and she started back in 2017. So she got to see what it was like before the whole big pandemic that changed things for quite a while. So I have nothing to compare that to. So she was just kind of telling what it was like during the pandemic.
And you were considered a essential worker at that time too, so you were completely able to do it during that time.
So Becca just
I
asked about the incentives. What were they like during that time?
they were way better. Like I said, when you other people signed up under your name, it was $1,000. They were trying to get people on the road. When doing things like doing 7 deliveries or 7 rides, you got an extra $50. Like, they were trying to get people on there. But I haven't seen any incentives for here for Uber. But I got
And
them
that's
all
the
the
other
time,
thing.
so
Wait, Lexi, which did you start first, Uber Eats or Uber Rides? And that's the other thing. She does both.
I did both. I started with both because I saw it as me maximizing my income. So I did start off on post though, because it was a little scary at that time to think about just picking up anywhere. And of course, there was parts of towns that with me still getting to know El Paso at the time, that I was always told to stay away from. So I stuck to post like the first year, and then I branched out. I got comfortable. I was like, okay, I'm going to branch out to the town, and then I was all over town. But I did. But currently, right now, I only do Uber Eats. I don't do any rides, and I make what I need to make with that alone. So I would be curious if I started doing rides again, how much more that would boost.
So we are just talking about my daughter's been doing Uber Eats and Uber Rides since 2017. So she was just kind of doing a comparison from prior to the pandemic, during the pandemic, like um, Coach Grind had asked about the incentives, what it was like during that time. But that's kind of like what we were talking about. And I do have to say, even for me, when I started back in um, 2022, the incentives that I saw then, I mean, not that they were the greatest, but still they were a little bit more often than compared to what they are now. I mean, it's like literally once in the blue moon that you might get an incentive, whether you complete 3 offers and you get $6. I mean, whoopity-doo. So Did you just get another offer?
Yeah. I'm still dropping off this one.
Oh, okay.
Make a sharp left turn on Valley Road. Yeah, Uber is number one for me. I'm not a fan of Instacart just because I love the upside to where you're not putting so much miles on your vehicle. It fits more than you are driving around in it, and obviously Uber is just nothing but driving. Unless you do the Uber Black Card and buy stuff for people as well. But I don't know, it doesn't feel like it when you're, bam, 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 going from point A to point B, picking up and dropping off as it does staying in one place for a while, doing grocery shopping and
The COVID. The COVID. I love putting the word "the" in front of stuff. COVID.
which pandemic? Yeah, it's been everywhere. In a quarter mile, they actually haven't. It hasn't been so bad here.
How long have you been doing Instacart?
Appreciate y'all. Door, please. I did it. I tried all platforms as soon as it became available in El Paso, and I know Uber was available way earlier everywhere else in the States before it came to my town back
So
then.
did you start Instacart there too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I started Instacart as soon as it became available, but I started off with Uber because it was first.
Ah. Hey, Paul, welcome to my live. Oh, in reference, I'm not exactly sure what you might be referring to, but that sounds a little bit like how Spark that has actually heavily impacted my home zone. And in reference, if that's what you're referring to, but I forgot what I was going to say. Is there anything else you want? Who's that? Is that Mila?
Yeah. No, it's me, Kiara. Oh. Hey, you gotta put your seatbelt on.
Yeah, that's one of the twins. You better be good in the car.
All I would say about it is it's always based off of your area. If it's something that you're thinking about doing, test each app and see what does best.
300.
Very true. That is very true. Because, just like for some of the people that are watching right now, we may be in the same state, and you and I are, 40 minutes away from each other, but both of our zones, are so different from each other.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I tend to travel to your area to do Spark in your area, because it definitely does way better there than it does here in my home zone.
It's the
But
travel part.
I have a question for you, Lexi, that's not gig related, at least not for delivery apps, at least. Because it's a conversation that came up recently, like literally earlier today. Because dancing has been in your past, so I was wondering, during a future live, would you dance with me in any of my future lives that would involve, the dancing? And when I say dancing, I'm talking about, the island dancing, hula. I don't do Tahitian because that's the fast one.
With practice, of course, I'll do it.
Oh, you would? Yeah. I love it. Okay. Because, as you can tell, with my channel, it's called Gig Life and More. And gig life, at least for the time being, is a big aspect of my life. But, gig can refer to so many different things. It doesn't just have to be about the delivery apps. So it's just basically whatever job I have going on or project. I think that's what gig can refer to. But I yeah, I was told that um, uh, doing other things other than just that type of gig work, would be good for my channel. And I do, just like some of the shorts that I've been doing here recently. I did the thing about the beach, the ring, you know, but I would love that. I mean, to even get Zoe and have my two daughters dancing with me. So that would be definitely a live that I would like to do together. Have you and me and Zoe do a dance for my viewers. I probably will set that as subscribers only, and
Yeah, but I think she's better at it than me. So
well, she's definitely been out of practice too. So, and as for me as well, I haven't. When's the last time we even danced at a family gathering?
renewal vows.
Yeah, at least for you and Zoe, that's true. Because
Either that or
we didn't dance.
graduation.
We didn't dance for Auntie Frances, so I can't even remember. Not even for my birthday. But
Yeah,
yes,
it
so
was her graduation or renewal vows. That was last time.
yeah. So it's been a while. So that is something that my family likes to do. We are our own entertainment or entertainers, depending on the occasion. My older sisters, because when they were growing up, they got to learn. They got to go to those the dance classes where they got to learn hula and Tahitian and all of that. So they got to do that kind of stuff. I didn't get to do it until I was an adult. My two girls got to learn while they were still in school. So be on the lookout for that. My daughters and I dancing, showing a little bit more about my culture, what it was like that you would see in Guam, as other tropical islands as well. Because when it comes to hula and Tahitian, it's very, um, it's a common thing. And I don't know any of the dances really that would be specific to Guam. But and here's the other thing, and then I need to talk to Zoe about, Lexi, and I'll ask you first. Is my all my kids can sing. I have three. My eldest, my both my girls can sing. They were both in choir in school. Would you sing on my live?
Sure.
Another idea. That's just another idea that maybe one video would be nothing but entertainment, with a little bit of the dancing, a little bit of singing, and going over some other, maybe have a language class too, where I teach you guys more phrases in Chamorro, which is the language we speak in Guam. She's got to think about that one. Yeah, but she agreed. Don't let her hesitation fool you guys. This lady here can sing. Both my girls can sing.
Yeah, I love duetting with her. We have a
Zoe.
signature song. Yeah,
Yeah.
we have a
And
signature song that we sing. She's gotten tired of it recently.
yeah, I definitely would like that. But if you are just now joining my live stream, welcome to another one of my Tuesday talks. Even though the main topic is about what is your favorite gig app, as a driver or even as a customer. If you use it, to place your order for fast food, I'm sorry, restaurant food, or even for shopping. Feel free to comment and let me know, because I'd love to hear. But it is an open forum, so the chat and what we talk about is open to what everyone feels like, as long as it's nice, because it is a bully-free zone. That is one of the biggest reasons why I put this as a subscriber only, just to help reduce the unnecessary comments or visitors to this live stream and anybody's live stream, really. But I do have my oldest daughter here, Lexi. She was just basically telling us, so if you're just now joining, you can rewind, rewatch it, but just telling us about her experiences with Uber Eats. Because she's been doing it since 2017. So, aw, thank you. Thanks for that,
Yeah, I've
Sheila.
got that. I do feel like this is something you could do with your family too.
What?
So we do it as a family. Whenever my husband's off work, he'll join me. But I've been doing it all day before then, and so he'll just join me, and then we'll have all the kiddos. But I think it's a time, if you do it as a family, it's a time to actually be together too, while making money. So it's like you're getting paid to hang out together as a family.
That's one way to look at it for sure. Yeah, I saw that, and thank you for taking care of that too, Sheila. Thank you so much. Huh? Yeah. So I'm sure my subscriber thing is gonna go high, and then it's gonna go low because people are gonna join just so they can chat. But yeah, it looks like he was getting ready to post something, and I was ignoring it. So yeah. Oh, okay. The other is okay. And is there anything? He didn't want to say anything about it, but okay. But yeah, exactly. Don't know what he was about to do with that. That's why I was trying not to acknowledge. When he was trying to lead up to it, I wasn't even reading his comments out loud. But is there anything else you wanted to share, Lexi?
Make that money. Grind. Get at it, people.
Would you like to give a sneak peek to your singing right now? I'm putting you on the spot.
I knew you would.
But it has to be without music because you know how that whole copyright thing goes. What?
I don't even know the thing.
So can you not play the music or you just can't sing the music? You can hum?
No, I can sing it. Just no background. The actual music part.
Oh wait, here she is too. Come here.
Hi.
Speaking. Come here. Speaking of my singing daughters, come here. I got Lexi, my eldest daughter, and this is my daughter number 2. This is Zoe. I still think that copyright thing is, yeah. I don't like it either. But I put Lexi on the spot because I asked if she would sing because I would ask. I asked if she would.
I actually had to go though.
Okay, well, I said a sneak peek. You know the song that you two like to sing together?
No.
Come on, just something. Just a little.
That little sneak peek was.
Well, I guess that's the only. Becca and nieces are saying hi.
I don't even know what song to sing.
Yeah, let's say.
But I guess that's the only sneak peek you get from Zoe is just her saying hi. But okay, Lexi, I'll leave the floor is back. You got the floor again.
What song should I sing? I
Whatever
don't
you
know.
feel like.
Give me a
Hey,
title.
Alex, welcome. You're just in time because you're about to hear a little sneak peek of my eldest daughter, Lexi, singing. And Sheila says hi too, Zoe. When you're ready.
Hi. I don't even know what song to sing.
Whatever. You know you like to sing whatever your favorite song. Sheila just says your favorite song.
I don't think I have a favorite. It's exit 289. Sorry. Okay.
There you go, Mary. I gave you a wrench. You've got a wrench now. Swing away. Switch phones again. Okay, she's trying to think about her song, but if you're just now joining the live, this is something that I'm hoping even Zoe will do. But to show a little bit more about my culture, where I'm from, as you can see, even from the poster that's behind me, this island girl is specifically from Guam, and myself and my daughters both learned some dances over the years when we were stationed at different places. So dancing is also something we would occasionally do for family gatherings. Well, that's good, Mary. You were out there working. Hopefully you made lots of money. But to showcase, I've asked my daughter, Lexi, and she said yes, if she would dance with me on a future live stream, which would be on a Tuesday, because that would probably, I would set that up as a Tuesday talk live stream.
That's not.
So that one would specifically be almost like a learning day, because you'll see something, some island dancing, some singing, and I'll teach you guys some phrases that I know in Chamorro, which is the language we speak in Guam. Oh, wow. 3 orders on the same street? That's pretty good, right? Hey, Rachel, welcome. You're just about to hear Lexi sing.
No.
All right, Lexi, gotta be careful. All right, Rachel, you're now a moderator. You can help stop the bullies. Rachel.
Hey, Rachel.
Have you decided yet, Lexi?
Yeah. I don't know the words by heart though, so.
I think for Tuesdays, it's also if you follow his channel, Dashing Womble, Ray's channel.
Sorry.
He also has Tuesdays. We sometimes go at the same time. He'll do 7, 7:30, 8 o'clock, something like that.
Okay.
Okay, you ready? 1 and a 2 and a.
One now. You got me feeling like a child now. 'Cause every time I see your bubbly face, I get the tinglings and the burn. Thoughts in my toes and I wrinkle my nose. Wherever it goes, I always know that you make me smile. Please stay for a while now. Let's take your time wherever you go.
Yay! Everybody sing! All right. Looks like I've got something to watch on Wednesday night when we're out working too.
It needs the instructions back.
Huh?
Thank you. Right here. Yeah, I didn't know the lyrics by heart, so I had to play it, but I took the instructions away from my husband, so.
Oh. Uh-oh. You guys are in the middle of a delivery?
That's right. From one to another.
Oh, speaking of him, there he is. There's Ray of Dashing Wombo. So he also does live streams on Tuesdays as well. All right, so there you go, Ray. There you go, Presley. Now you're not the only guy.
Oh, I see.
The flowers. Hashtag be.
Ray, are you still doing your live stream tonight? And this beautiful young lady that you see here with me is my eldest daughter, Lexi. In case you don't rewatch what happened earlier, I have her on here as a special guest to basically talk about her experiences with doing gig work. She's been doing it a lot longer than me. She actually started back in 2017.
Hey, stop it.
One.
Okay, well, I don't want to keep you more from your out there trying to make that money. So, but thanks so much for joining my live stream tonight, baby.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Yeah,
Thank
she's
you,
my
Mary.
eldest daughter.
I get
We
it from my
we do sound alike in some ways. You know, she looks like me, but she has her dad's eyes. That was one thing I always said when I was pregnant with her, was because my ex-husband had these really natural curly lashes. So that's all I kept saying. I hope she has your eyes, and for sure. She has my nose.
very nice.
You guys will see her again for sure in 2 upcoming live streams. So be on the lookout for that. One that's going to be coming sooner than later is round 2 of our Uber Eats battle. She won the first round. So, but I'm ready to try and win back that bragging rights. And so be on the lookout for that, because we're going to be doing a dinner shift when it comes to the round 2 Uber Eats battle to see who can make the most. Because her acceptance rate is still higher than mine. I think I'm sitting at a 42 now. What is your acceptance rate? What's yours at now, Lexi? You know? Did you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you. It's just yeah, I'm in a bad spot.
Oh, okay. Well, her acceptance rate is still higher than mine, but be on the lookout, because we're the round 2 to our Uber Eats mother-daughter battle is going to be coming to you soon. And then on a future Tuesday Talks live stream, it's going to be Learning Day, because you guys are going to see us dancing. My daughters will do a little bit of singing, and I'll teach you guys some phrases in Chamorro, which is the language that we speak in Guam. But thanks, Lexi, for joining the live stream. Go out there and make that money, but you guys be careful.
I don't know if you can hear me clearly, but Terrence says you sound like Megatron.
I hear you just fine.
For the area. 1603.
All right, well, if you didn't hear me, well, you get out there. Oh,
Right here.
oh, wait. Looks like I'm about to lose you anyway. So thanks for
Okay.
joining the live, baby.
Thank you, guys. I'll see you
Bye.
later. Nice
Bye.
meeting all of you. Bye.
Yes.
Bye.
Do I leave out of here? Or do you
Yes,
kick
you
me
would have
out?
to, because you would have to, because if I did, it would end the entire live stream.
I click out?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yep, you're still on.
Do
I don't know how.
accidentally?
It would have to be on your end, as far as I know. I don't know how for you to end your. Because when I was on Sheila's channel, all I did was back out completely.
There.
So you're gonna have to back out completely.
Autobots roll out.
There, that was the phrase I was trying to think of. Autobots
Your screen
transform.
is black.
Well, I can see and hear you. Sheila says
Okay,
leave the studio.
there's an X at the top left. Do I click on that?
I would think so.
Okay, I'm gonna click that. See if that works.
Okay.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. No, you're still there. Oh, there we go. Don't you just hate that about the extreme butter? I don't know if you're at a movie theater right now, Red, but that's why even though it says even though it says with the butter, I have to make sure I would get the bag of popcorn and I would ask them for a tray, and then I would pour half of that into the tray. And then I would go into the butter station and I would put the butter in there, shake it up, put the popcorn that I put in the tray, I would put that with butter before I combine it all, just to make sure all the popcorn gets coated, because it's not fun when you get to the dry areas of the popcorn that didn't get coated with the butter. Oh, yeah, good question. Hey, you never know. You could be sitting in the back of the movie theater, or there's hardly anybody in the movie. It's a possibility. Or you could be in your a home movie theater. That's right. I don't know if you guys in your areas with movie theaters, I loved how they make them more, as recliners. So there's less amount of people in one room because the chairs got bigger, and you're not having to say excuse me, and getting your butt in their face, because there's so much space between, in the walkway. Oh, microwave popcorn. Okay. Huh? Oh, I know, because she's like, am I out? No, no, I still see you. I still hear you. Be in a movie theater while on my phone in the corner. That's right. And you can just put like a cloth around your phone so your bright light doesn't disturb anybody. But still speaking about popcorn, some movie theaters, they actually have this option, but that's kettle corn. That's my favorite popcorn. So if I'm able to find that in the stores, that's what I'm grabbing. And if we're at a movie theater where I know that they have kettle corn, that's also what I'm grabbing. I only do the phone thing in the beginning, but once the movie starts, if I don't have to be on my phone, I close out my phone. I try to be nice. But I do when they renovated our local theater last year. Not only does it do the recliners, but it also has heaters. So, but the downside of it is they have the button for the heater and to recline side by side. So almost every time, when we get there and we're trying to get all settled, I would accidentally turn on the heat. Why is that, Becca? Was it the cleaning up after everybody? Hey James, welcome to my live. How are you? It's funny back in the day how when you say coolers, are you talking about the seat, or are you talking about like a drink cooler, Mary? Sea salt chocolate caramel time. Yeah, I mean, and ever since they did renovate the movie theaters, I do see a lot less mess in the theater. So we need anything to yeah, I agree because not all theaters, keep it cold in there. Because sometimes, I would bring in a sweater just in case, but wait, which one? Sea salt chocolate caramel? That's a popcorn flavor? Oh, but um, what's everyone's plans for this weekend? To premiere. Oh, I bet. I bet, Becca. Hope it's chocolate. Hey, I'm a chocoholic here, so I mean that does sound good. Wow, that's crazy. Um, my job in school was babysitting. I was babysitting my sister's kids, so I was a living babysitter. Yeah, that's one thing I definitely don't miss, right, babe? Since they renovated the theater, the sticky floors. That's one thing I definitely don't miss in the theaters after they, upgraded and everything. Because there's nothing like walking, especially when you're trying to walk in front of people and all you're hearing is because your shoes are sticking to the floor, and as you're lifting your feet, it makes that that funny sound. That's always a good plan there, Red. Makes me wonder now because that would be the same thing for the frosting machine at Wendy's. Yes, I do love the getting the chocolate frosty at Wendy's and getting fries. And it might be weird, but it's something that I've been doing for a long time. I don't know who introduced it to me, but I would dip fries into my chocolate frosty. So yummy. Yes, please. If you are here, even if you're not chiming in, that's okay. I do appreciate you guys here watching my live and reading what's going on in the chat. But do me a big favor and smash that like button. Oh, you dunk your fries in vanilla ice cream? Hey. I still do it. I still dunk. I've been doing it probably at least since my high school years. So I've been doing it a long time. And I got my husband, he'll only do it like once in the blue moon, where he takes when we are at Wendy's and we do have fries and a frosty, he'll dunk his fries in it, but he only does it once in the blue moon. It's funny though, because when I do see, I mean, in my family, trying to see, I'm still considered weird for doing that. When I lived in, I remember gravy fries were a big thing. Gravy fries. Did you ever eat gravy fries? No. I know that used to be a big thing too, but now that I think about it, yeah, and I've tried that too, and that's good. So I don't know why that would go away. That went away. Where would what restaurant had that? I mean, it'd been I don't even remember the last time we tried that. England. I think England might have been the last time that I ever tried gravy on my fries. So, but that was like in the early 2000s. See, and that's why I thought so too. My husband once back in his younger days had no, wasn't it Dairy Queen that you worked at, or is that McDonald's? Didn't you work at Dairy Queen too? Okay, I could have sworn that Dairy Queen used to do that a long time ago with the gravy fries. Yeah, it was something back in the day. I prefer to dip my fries in ice cream, and not just any ice cream though. Because I tried doing that with actual real ice cream, but it's not the same. The only place that I do like dipping my fries in is the chocolate frosty. Yeah, I think, and because like I said, that was early 2000s when we were stationed over there, and I do remember trying that at a restaurant, and it wasn't too bad. It depends on the fries. If the um because I like the sweet and salty. Um so I mean, because it used to be the ketchup that I would use for the fries, but um like if the sweet and sour or the Polynesian sauce, something like that. I like doing that too. Ah, does that even still do they that's the other place that does it. I meant it was a white gravy, wasn't it? Nieces? That I'm thinking about? Huh? Babe, be nice. Okay. I do remember DQ back in the day. That's what they used to do. Tomato, tomato. I mean, isn't there, especially when we go to South Carolina, aren't there some brands that still say catsup on it? Right? Don't you still see brands like that? Oh. I could have sworn there's still a brand out there that it's still labeled, catsup. Huh? Oh no.
That's one thing that people take into consideration.
I don't.
Because everybody that's thinking about things.
Oh. Yeah, that's right. It's an off brand. So when I'm listening to you on my way, I guess I'm late to start my live. Stay safe out there, Ray. If you do your live here when you get home, after I'm done streaming, I'll check to see if you've got your live streaming, and I'll pop in. But be careful on your drive home, Ray. uh it's kind of like when it comes to mayonnaise, for those that prefer mayonnaise, or what's the brand that Zach likes to use? The yellow, that even your mom and they like to use the different type of, it's not mayonnaise. It's more like, I mean, it's mayonnaise, but it's got a different taste to it. You don't remember? I'm talking to my husband because even when I go visit his family in South Carolina, they don't use mayonnaise. It's what? It's not Cool Whip. I mean, Cool Whip. Yeah, it's definitely not Cool Whip. It's not Miracle Whip. It's something else. For me, it definitely is a different flavor when it comes to um. It's not Miracle Whip. But it's something along that lines. Miracle Whip. Um, I know. When I see it in the store, I'm like, that's the one. That's what I'm talking about. But for me, the mayonnaise that says mayo on the bottle, and Hellman's, because Hellman's is what we grew up using in Guam. I know. Cool Whip. The word whip was in there, so that's why I was thinking. Camden's. Miracle Whip. It's not Miracle Whip. Um, let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Um, I'm trying to see if I can find it now. It is, I guess I should say mayonnaise and not mayo. Mayonnaise. Dukes. That's what it is. I know, but the flavor is different. I know, but I mean, it's enough for me to taste the difference. Not that it's bad or anything. It's just different. It's kind of like what you see with when it comes to ketchup. Did you? I didn't hear you. I'm sorry. It's Duke's mayonnaise. What did you guys grow up using next to your ketchup? That's right, Duke's mayonnaise. I had to look that up because I was like, what are the different types of mayonnaise out there? Okay, I'm going to be nosy here and pop back in. Okay, so Ray just went live with his stream. So definitely once I'm done here, I'll be popping up over there. Miracle Whip, no ketchup, and we used no mustard. Yeah, I definitely am not a big fan of mustard. I mean, honey mustard, I do like. When we were in England, um, speaking of fries, when we went to the bowling alley with the kids, I would actually use all three. I would take ketchup and then put in a little bit of the mustard and a little bit of the mayo, and that would be my little dipping sauce for my fries. You've bought Duke's. Sorry, I can't see one of the words there. It's being hidden. Ah, my husband says it's the same, and I've tried it. Yes, it's mayonnaise, but to me, it just has um, a, a different flavor to it. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what happens there, Sheila. Because if I look at the comments of the chat box on my computer, the little heart on the bottom right corner, whatever word is over there, I can't see it until the next comment comes through. Okay. So something else, I'm trying to see, do I have an example of that down here? Be right back. Okay. So with other ideas, and talking about, she's gonna ban me. What? What did I miss? Have you tried it? Trust me. But I haven't done that in so long. That's when my kids were like in elementary school. So it's been a long time since I've done that trio mix. Okay, Presley, thank you so much for joining and listening in. You have a good night. I'm not going to ban you. To each his own. It's okay. But what I was going to say, as for other ideas, to expand on my channel, on my bio portion of it, one of the things, and I only have one video on my channel so far, but I do crafting as well. So, have you guys ever heard of resin? Rachel, are you leaving too? Did you say, or are you just saying bye to Presley? um, but so resin is a product that it has two parts that when you combine, it kind of makes like a hard plastic. And for a while there, it was one of the mediums I would use to create different types of craft items. I'm feeling silly tonight. I'll go back to normal tomorrow. It's fun though, Red. It's okay. Good night, Presley. So with the crafting, I've done stuff, with jewelry, and I've created stuff, and I'm trying to look around. I put away a lot of the stuff when we thought we were going to sell the house, but then we didn't. But anyways, I've created, stuff like this. I've got stuff in it right now, so let me empty it. It became like I've got nails and screws on all in this, but you can pretty much use. But this right here is actually made of resin. It is very durable. Like I said, it's got two different parts that when you combine it and it sets, it's like a hard plastic. It's for the most part got the sheen of glass. But this is one of the things that I love to create at that time. I did it for probably 2 years, creating, so many different things. And who knows? But the reason why you see a lot more gig work, for now is because it's our main side hustle, to add to the other income that's coming in. So until we don't have to do that, you probably won't be seeing a lot of videos on, but I should do that soon because I so want to be able to craft, but but it takes practice. Trust me, when I started first working with resin, I have a box full of different projects, stuff that I was trying to make, from tiny stuff, with jewelry to the bigger stuff like the bowls that I would make. And I've even done, because, I'm from an island, tropical island, I made beach theme items, plaques. Let me see if it's in my showcase over there. Where's that one piece though? That I turned into like a keychain. Do you know where that went? Oh, there it is. I'll seize it. And none of those other items are in here still, right? This is just a small version of it. I'm going to sit. Where do you sell this stuff? I used to do Facebook Live when I was doing the crafting. And I used to do jewelry and stuff like that on that one there. And I was doing that before the next adventure. Basically, I had to put that to the side because when we started the food truck, I like doing different ventures. Is it bad? Is there a reason why you need to sit on your your hands, Ray? I'm Ray. Um, but I made stuff like this too, and this is just a tiny version of it. This was supposed to be a keychain, but after being tousled around, it did come off. But I took one of those shells and I made like a tiny beach scene in there. Can you guys see that? And so now this shell is very durable, and it won't break easy. But this, like I said, is just a small version. But I tell you, it's sometimes can be therapeutic when doing these things, especially when what you have up here turns out to actually be close to, if not better than you imagined. Definitely needs to be on a keychain. Yeah, I do have different, like I said, with this type of shell. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar, ever heard of a shell that's called a tiger's claw. The ones that can be literally, big, that it's even bigger. Some of the pieces I've seen are bigger than my hand. And this same concept where I created like this tiny beach scene in there, I've taken that huge, and a lot of that craft stuff got put away in boxes. I can't find it. But I did the same concept and turned it into a beach scene. One of my sisters ended up ordering that for me. She really liked that. And then this little guy was one of my first projects in Guam. I would say that I think one of my best nights, and it was family, friends, and some others that would join the live, that people I didn't know. I would say probably my best night. I sold it was 200 something, and I've even done some fairs as well when and doing my crafts. And I think my best for in person doing my crafts, I think I did like over 300. But as great as that sounds, especially compared to what I can make, doing gig work, there was so much that goes into creating all the products that I would need it to sell on Facebook or even at the fairs. Because you would have to have a decent amount of products before you try and sell anything. But in Guam, this is just a tiny version of what we call it's a laddie stone. And the laddie stones in Guam were used to they would have, basically they act as pillars. These act as pillars. But I made this just for fun. No, the furthest I've gone to sell, to do any of the craft fairs was probably like 45 minutes away from where I live. It was an Asian event. Asian, it was for the Asian Pacific Heritage Month. So, being that a lot of my products were based on that, so that was probably the furthest I've gone. So, and I'm not even sure where, babe, do you know where Canton is here in Texas? Awesome. Is it a big one, Sheila? Yes, for sure. For sure. But, you know, at that time too, you're talking about I would be, and I was doing the crafting even when I still had a full-time job. So I would be crafting in the morning. I would craft as soon as I get home from work, after dinner, before going to bed. So yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. And that you can't even see what the potential fare would be, right? That's very true, Red. That's why when I did that, I had my husband with me, my daughter Zoe, and then sometimes one of my nieces would be with me to help. Oh, that's not bad. 5 miles. But they are. I mean, the whole setup sometimes, and it's the setting up that's always longer than the teardown. Oh, so Tyler, okay, so it's North Texas. Okay. I might, I might, Becca, doing some of the more simpler products. I mean, items that I've done, because there are some resin that it uses the UV light to harden. You know, they're the fast acting type resin. And that was actually, part of what this, I used to make this one. Because you can even see that it's shiny. Because that was also the coating from the fast act. As long as you have the UV light. Or yeah, Northeast Texas. That's right. Tyler's more Northeast. But I have been trying to think, because I still have product. I still have some of the resin. Hopefully, it hasn't gone bad in all this time that it's been sitting. Uh, and Red, if that's what you used to do, what kind of stuff did you do? And that's pretty good there, Sheila. Um, for 5 miles. Yeah, because the AC is still out on our car. You know, we're still using my daughter's, and um, my husband is just waiting for his dad to have some time to go over the car again. Because one thing they found out when they first tried to work on it, for sure, um, is that definitely there's a leak. That one thing they know for sure, but um, so that I haven't been able to get the car registered so I can start doing, not deliver that, which I still can't believe deliver that said I would not be a good fit for them. What's the other one? Zifty. And I tell you, they are very persistent. Emails and texts. Hey, don't forget to finish signing up. Constant, every day practically, I'm getting emails, and especially the text reminding me to finish signing up so I can get started. Wait, you did say that that was a deliver that, right? Yeah, deliver that. Or was it delivered? No, I think it was delivered that. But that's pretty good for 5 miles. But once we get my car registered, you know, I definitely want to um, get started with Zifty because I want to add that to my repertoire on being able to do catering. Yeah, I don't know if you heard what I was saying there too, but Red, but when I tried to sign up for Deliver That and watching the videos and taking the quiz at the same time, pretty much, well, after I was able to complete it, it didn't say whether I failed the quiz or not, but and it didn't take them long, probably an hour or so, before I got an email saying that was not a good fit for them. I'm like, what? And the other thing here recently was they are not my favorite catering app either. Yeah, and it's a good order. Is Zipty? Yes, that's the one I'm trying to. Can't wait to get signed up for and get that going. But on Favor, I got an email saying that a customer gave me a 1-star rating because they didn't get their order. And I'm like, what? I've never had that issue in any of the apps and any of the deliveries. And as most of you know, with the GPS, sometimes it takes you to the wrong, it can take you to the wrong location. So we had, we basically developed a habit to make sure we're not solely relying on the GPS to make sure it's getting us to the right spot. Once we get there, we look at the actual app and not the GPS and confirm that the address matches, where we're at. But for whatever reason, I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I took a picture of the delivery. I told Favor in the email that I had reached out to the customer when the order was being loaded into my car and even when I was on my way. And not once did I ever hear from the customer. They didn't explain as to why, but they said I could have, followed up or something, reached back out to find out. And I was like, no, I wasn't going to waste my time if they were that quick to say I wasn't going to be a good fit. I think other than Zifty, I'm going to try Zifty first before seeing if Delivered is even available in my area. I think I want Zifty to be my first catering app to try. Hey, Rachel, are you still on? Trying to see. I think Zifty's for the beginners for catering. Yeah, I would. I mean, I would definitely like to get my experience with that, and then maybe add on Delivered if it is in my area. Okay, so I don't think she's on. But okay, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream for today. But like I was saying, be on the lookout for the upcoming Uber Eats battle between myself and my daughter. It's going to be a dinner shift, so it'll be in the evening. We just haven't picked a day yet, but it'll more than likely be during the week. What do you mean, who am I looking for? Oh, I was asking for Rachel, my niece that was there. But be on the lookout for that upcoming round 2 battle with me and my daughter. And then also for, I just don't know what my next Tuesday topic is going to be. So maybe you guys can send, I'm going to maybe post something in my community chat and ask for some ideas on what next week's topic can be on. But definitely one option that's going to be coming up will be Culture Day, to where my daughters and I will dance. My daughters, not me, will do some singing, and I'll teach you guys some more words or phrases in my language. But thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart for being here. For those that are watching, and even though you've been, quietly watching in the background, I do still appreciate it. I greatly and truly appreciate the ladies and gentlemen that, have been chiming in and have been such a great support system for my channel, for this growing channel. You guys don't know how much it means to me when I see that. I am from a tiny tropical island in Guam. It's a tiny, small island in the South Pacific. But be on the lookout for future Tuesday talks, live streams, and you'll find out more about it. But I'm just getting ready to end my live stream. Hope everyone has a good night. If you are out there working, or if you're getting ready to work, stay safe. Be on the lookout for those crazy drivers. But get out there and make your money, but make sure you make it home safely. But hope everyone has a wonderful night and the rest of your week. And I'll catch you guys on my next live or someone else's live. Wow. Oh, thank you so much. That sounds, that is awesome. I truly appreciate that. And I'm sorry that you're catching the tail end of my live stream, but it's every Tuesday for sure on my Tuesday talks. But everyone, have a good night. Until next time, adios for now. Bye. Good night, all.